is up, my ninjas? Lucas Morley here with MMA Elite Academy with another Gym's Audit. All right, so today we are talking about Kung Fu. I've done karate, I've done a UFC gym, I've done a jiu-jitsu gym, and now we are doing a Kung Fu. Right? I just want to show all the different martial arts gyms that everything applies. The marketing concept is the same thing. We're just doing different martial arts, okay? And honestly, it is the same thing if it was a vet, okay? It would be the same thing if it was a CrossFit gym. It'd be the same thing if it was a gymnastics school, okay? It doesn't matter. The marketing is going to be the same. So, first thing I always start with, some of you guys have watched my videos, so you know what I'm talking about. It's the business category and the subcategory and a little brief competition analysis, like super brief. So, the category, from what I can see here, okay, right over here, right under the stars, it says Kung Fu Schools, which tells me that this would be his primary keywords. But we're going to check that right over here and see what populates, if it populates ever. All right, so you can see here, I'm going to show you just another business real quick. You can see that, well, these are ads, right? So they're showing up above the other one, but it's an ad, okay? Here's an ad, here's an ad. That's not good, okay? Not that it's not good. Obviously, they're paying money to show up here, but you want to just be mainly in the organic section. So martial arts school, and for some reason, this is not populating. But again, it shows here Kung Fu School. I just wanted to see if they had other subcategories, right? Just like this one here has after school program, jiu-jitsu school, Kung Fu. And this one here has martial arts school, karate school, martial arts supply. Now, if I was a martial art gym specifically, a Kung Fu gym specifically, this is exactly what I would do, Kung Fu school. And then my subcategories could be martial arts school, jiu-jitsu gym, all these different things. Just like this is a karate school, the primary one he has is karate, okay? And then he's got after school program, jiu-jitsu, and so on. So for whatever weird reason, this is not populating, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on because I kind of gave you guys an idea of what the subcategories are. And I recommend people to change your primary category. If you picked it, that was your primary category, keep that, just add your subcategories, okay? And that could probably help you to rank higher. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to reviews. Reviews are crucial, and it's something like I spend a lot of time trying to get reviews because I know when people search online, they're looking at reviews, they're looking at people to see how, what other people are saying about that business. So, what am I looking for in these reviews? I'm looking for, are these clients leaving pictures, okay? So Joshua Willingham here, very big review, okay? No images. You want to have images. Let's see if there's any other one to have images. No image, yes, image, okay? And let me hop right into this. You see this local guide? There should be like a little orange dot here. Local guides are great. Google loves them, and that's exactly why they give them the local guide title. You can see this guy here has 270 reviews he's done of business with 143 photos, okay? So this helps, these reviews help to have the photo on. Now, are the clients using the keywords and location on the reviews? So let's go back to the first person over here. Says choosing a martial arts school. Perfect. That's a keyword. Let's see what else we can find here real quick. Zen Wellness. Not really. Zen Wellness again. Oh, okay. I get it. Sorry. Meditation, because they also have meditation. So I guess Zen Wellness would be I'm totally not in that. Like, I just don't know anything about it. So Zen Wellness, I believe, is one of these, not martial arts, but it is a keyword for the meditation, I would believe. And again, here's a martial arts school again. This is awesome. It is awesome that you have that. Let's see here. My son receiving instruction here. Nothing. So you should educate, like for example, Matthew here. My son has been receiving Kung Fu lessons here for over a year. and nothing but a wonderful experience. Or, my son has been training Kung Fu and Tai Chi here in the Avondale, gosh, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, Avondale, Arizona gym. These are super important. You have the keyword and the location. Now, are we replying to these? No response here. But they did respond. Look at this. Thank you, Matthew. We loved having your son in the Kung Fu Black Belt program. Perfect. Look at this. They didn't tell me his son was in a Kung Fu Black Belt program. They were just receiving instructions. Instructions for what? Which one of these things? But they were smart and they put that here, okay? Local guide, perfect. He knows what to do because he's obviously adding images. He's offering everything. Learn Gikong. Guys, I apologize that one too. I didn't even know that existed, and I will Google it as soon as I finish this audit here because I've never heard of this word in my life. Then Tai Chi, meditation, Kung Fu, beautiful. But they never responded to this one. So for some reason, they're kind of like picking and choosing who they respond to, but you really want to try to respond to as many of these as possible. So moving on from reviews, keywords, location for both people, from both the person leaving the review and you, the owner, responding to it, okay? Super, super important. Now, let's move on to some Google Business Profile essentials. An essential thing would be having a business description, okay? So let's look here if they have a business description, and here you go, okay? So in your business description, you want to be using all 750 words that you're giving. Now, last time I checked, it was 750 words. I'm not sure if they added or took some down right now, but you can see that this person has a lot, okay? And this is great. So they're all obviously doing something right when it comes to the essential part of it. Now, do they have a book an appointment link? We go up. Appointments, they do, but let's see if this takes you to a page, for example, a Calendly page, right? Somewhere they can set up an appointment to come in, okay? It's just not supposed to take you to your home page. Hold on. No. Free Tai Chi lesson. Okay, let's see if this takes me to the appointment. All right. So it does perfectly. They're using a software to set an appointment. This is great. Now, how can she make it better? Okay. It would be, if I'm looking at this, right, just above the fold, that's really all I would want. I don't want this thing. I don't want home. I don't want family Kung Fu. I don't want our school. I don't want these things here. I want them to be able to book an appointment. That's it. I don't want them to get lost looking at this, reading all this extra stuff. Read, video, what's this? What's this? No, make it simple for them, okay? Usability, make it simple for them. So great that they have this, but I have to kind of figure it out. Like when I landed here, I was like, oh, what is this? And then free lesson, oh, maybe this is it. I don't know, because it wasn't literally telling me free Kung Fu lesson. It should say book Kung Fu appointment, book Tai Chi lesson, book yoga class, okay? Very, very important for you guys to understand that. All right. Do they have a website link? I'm sure they do, because they do have the appointment. Yep, right here, website. And then, okay, there you go. That answered my question. So I was saying on the video, I do not want you to put on the appointment link your homepage. So literally this was their homepage, and that does absolutely nothing, right? So you want to make sure that you have a specific link, even if it was like, let me see if I can go to this here. Nope. The website. So if I click here, you see how this changes on top? AZ Kung Fu, Family Kung Fu. So it would be / appointments. Okay, and that would be the link in that page you sent somebody to specifically to book an appointment. All right. So they do have a website, which is great. I don't know why I keep clicking back to that one tab. Okay, they do have that. Do they have the business hours? All their business hours should be here. Yep, confirmed by this business 6 weeks ago, so Google can see that they are constantly making changes, and that's a good thing. So they're staying up to on point. And do they have payment methods? Most businesses I have not seen have payment methods, and it doesn't look like they do. Okay, all right, no problem. But a lot of the other things they have. Now, name, address, and phone number must be consistent across the internet. It should be on your website footer, on your contact page, on your local directory. So we're gonna do what? We're gonna go check this real quick on their website, and we're gonna make sure that their location is on the footer of their website, right? The footer's gonna be all the way in the bottom. There you go, boom. It's not on the footer, but it is on the home page, which is great. They have the phone number and the address and supposedly the gym's name, which, you can see that the gym name is actually Avondale Kung Fu. Let me see anything else here. And here's the footer. This is what I'm talking about here. And they have the information here as well, which is great. So you want to make sure this is 12409, okay, West Indian, and the 623535 number, that this also matches here. See, this 12409, and you want to make sure the phone number is the same number. All these things have to be congruent, and all these things have to be the same on your Facebook page, on your Instagram page, and other local directories like Yelp and Yellow Pages, okay? Super important. Now, moving on to Google Business Profile posting, okay? Google allows you to post just like you guys all post for your martial arts gym on Facebook and Instagram and possibly TikTok and all that stuff. But most don't even post it on Google, where the majority of the people looking to buy are coming from. That's proven. You can Google it right now, and it will tell you that still people look for local businesses more on Google. Okay, so that's why you want to make sure you're on point with those things. And talking about the Google Business Profile post, I'm going to show you what it looks like if they have it, and I think they do have it. Here you go. So these are your posts. Look what Google allows you to do these things. Okay? They allow you to create this post. It's extra information. It's extra information. That's why it's a Google Business Profile. It's just like your Facebook business profile. It's like kind of like, in a certain way copying it, but it's not like a social media. So the Google Business Posts, okay? Very, very important. Very, very important. You want to post at least weekly. Fully optimized, okay? You want to have the links to your website, internal linking posts, you want to have the keywords, you want to have geo location in your images and the keyword in the description, okay? When you do this, you want to make sure that your image is 540 by 405, yeah, unless they change that now, and I really didn't check before this video, but last time it was. The image types you want to put maybe working, of you working, or just your team hanging out, or your team working out. You want to have images of students, of competitions, of seminars, any of these things. But what you don't want is stock images. You run a gym, you take pictures there, you use those pictures. Don't get a fake picture and add that to your post. No, okay? You don't want to have that. Also, when you write this, they're actually doing pretty good, okay? They can add a little bit more, maybe a little bit more, but this is fantastic, okay? You want to use all 1,500 words and have the links, like I said, links to your social media profile, or links to the PR article that you had, or any citations, okay? And then you want to add hashtags as well. You are allowed to add hashtags. Like at the bottom here, he would just hit the space bar and he would add hashtag Kung Fu, hashtag Arizona, hashtag whatever hashtag has to do with your post, okay? Now, what type of posts can you do? You can make new offers. Like this one here says, we are offering a new summer special for all Kung Fu training until May 19th. Get 25% off. Perfect way to use this. Perfect way to use this. Also, business updates. We're going to be closing because COVID sucks. Whatever it may be, you do that too. Events. Oh, we just came back and we won the national championship of Kung Fu. That's another thing to talk about. And obviously your different services. These guys are obviously doing Kung Fu, Tai Chi. I apologize, I don't know this name. And then yoga and meditation. Many, many things that they can talk about, okay? Now, let's move on to the photos. You want to be uploading photos regularly. Like you can see that the owner can add the photos. And a year ago, okay, so a year ago he added this one here. Must have been, COVID time because he had the little mask on. This one was 2 years ago, not bad. 2 years ago, 8 months. Okay, so again, I'm recommending you post this once a day because most of you guys do post on Facebook for your business once a day, but then on Google, which matters to bring in that money, you don't. Okay, so make sure that you are using this as well. Now, when I click to save this image, it should have a title. It shouldn't be a bunch of numbers or letters like this. Okay, well, at least we know when the picture was. It was on 2021. Okay, but there's no title. So if you look over here, boxing, coaching, gym, Port St. Lucie, grappling, university, self-defense, like you want to have these keywords. Okay, you want to have these keywords on it. Also, which I don't even have to show this because I know if they didn't write the words down on the keywords, they didn't label the files correctly, then they're not gonna have their image geotagged. So pretty much like all of our images will have the location in the gym on the image. Google's smart enough to be able to read your image, and it's smart enough to know the location. If they give you that opportunity, do it. Okay, very, very important. Have the file with the correct name. Okay, and also you would do the same thing with videos. Same thing with videos. Okay, and again, no stock photos. People can see it's a stock photo and they're like, yo, this is not the gym. It doesn't even look like the gym. Very, very important. All right, moving on to the business name. Very, very, very important. And I'm glad I got this guy over here. The business name cannot be stuffed with keywords, and this is stuffed with keywords. Just like if you look over here, this is keyword stuffing, okay? You don't want to do all this stuff. The name of the business you can see is Avondale Kung Fu. So Google will leave this until somebody complains about it and says, hey, that's not the name of the business. The name is the business is Avondale Kung Fu. So Google's gonna go in there and they're gonna click on the website and they're gonna see that the name is Avondale Kung Fu, okay? And they offer all these other things, but the actual name is Avondale Kung Fu. So until somebody complains, you know, if nobody complains, they're fine. If somebody complains, then they can get in trouble for having a fake name, because even though it's close to their name, it's still a fake name, right? Because it's not their real name. All right. What do we got? Oh, yeah. So just to touch up on, I was looking at my notes, just touching up on the names here. This keyword stuffing can help you rank higher because you are adding all these keywords. So I still don't recommend it if you're like, oh, I can rank higher. That's nice. I'm going to add this. But if your competitor doesn't like you and they complain to Google, I'm pretty sure Google is going to do something about it. Okay. Very, very important. That's why they give us the opportunity to do these things. All right. And moving on to the Q&A section of the Google Business Profile. Okay. We have like a website. We have our location. We have our hours. We have appointment opportunities. There's also questions, and you can see that there's already been 3 questions asked. So we want to make sure we go to the questions and we want to respond to these questions, okay? You really want the questions that people ask, you want them to ask the questions with keywords and location. Most people don't. Unfortunately, the most common question in all martial arts gyms, if you own a martial arts gym, you know, is how much is the class? Unfortunately, it is one of the silliest questions, if I'm saying it nicely, because, you know, in the end, you need to like the gym, you need to like the coaches, you need to like the environment, and the class can be $1 or $150. If it's $1 and the coach is disgusting and you don't like them, you ain't joining. So make sure that when you respond, where Gary go, answer, you can't answer. He can't answer that question. He hasn't answered that question. So he needs to answer the question. I would answer the question with prices here at the Avondale Kung Fu Gym in Arizona range from blah, 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 blah. That way they're responding with the keyword and they're responding with the location as well. Or they can go even deeper and go, our Kung Fu prices range from this to this. Our Tai Chi prices range from this to this. Our yoga prices range from this to this. And that other thing I cannot pronounce range from this to this. Okay. And lastly, with the Q&A as well, very important is, do you have it on your website? Okay. Do you have that on your website? And let's see here. Courses, Zen Yoga, FAQs. Crushing it. Look at this. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. So they actually have an FAQ on their website. Most websites I see for martial arts gyms, locally owned, do not have that. Okay? Do not have that. So that was the last thing I'm going to talk to you guys about. Make sure that you like, that you subscribe, that you follow, that you share. This really, really helps. This is all free information for you guys. I hope you really like it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.